Good day, everyone. How was your day, class? I hope you're all doing fine. But before we start, let's have a great and productive session today. I hope you're all ready to learn something new and interesting in number theory. But before that, let us ask for guidance and understanding as we study today's lesson. So let us bow our heads, everyone, class, and pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day and for the gift of knowledge. As we gather here to learn, we ask for your wisdom, understanding, and guidance. Open our mind to receive the lessons we are about to discuss and grant us the patience and clarity to understand every concept. All this we ask. Amen. So now, I have here the classroom rules. To keep our discussion organized and meaningful, first, be on time. Join our session promptly, everyone. Class, okay. So, next is raise your virtual hand to speak. Wait to be called before answering. If possible, keep your mic muted if you don't have anything to say. And next is prepare any materials, anything, notebook, pen, calculator, or scratch paper if you have anything on your desk. Next is listen attentively. This is very important, class. Respect everyone's contribution. And lastly, try your best. Participate and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Is that clear, class? Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, for the attendance, I will be the one to check it. Now, for her assignment last meeting, I guess I have an assignment. Did I give you assignment last meeting class, diba? So please ensure that you already submitted it on our Google Classroom because I will be checking it later on. Before we go to our new topic, let's recall. What did we discuss last meeting? Anyone? Okay, yes. It's all about linear congruences. Equations where the highest power of x is 1. Like ax plus b congruent to 0 mod m. So today, we move to a higher level. So nasa higher level na po tayo. So I have here a very short motivational activity. I want you to analyze these examples, and I will be calling someone to answer my 2 questions. Just 2 questions, class, okay? So, first question is, what do you observe about these statements, or how are they written? Yes? Okay, that's correct. They have x raised to 2, x raised to 3, where the powers or yung powers are higher than 1. Next question is, how are they different from the linear congruences we discussed last meeting? Anyone? Volunteer na lang? Okay, exactly. Linear only has x raised to 1. Ituro natin yan, di ba? Linear only has x raised to 1, but these examples have degrees 2, 3, or higher. Hindi lang siya x raised to 1, kundi meron na siyang x raised to 2, x raised to 3, or higher pa. Okay? So, do you have any idea what's our next topic for today? So, it's all about polynomial congruences of higher degree. That's right. So before we dive into our lesson, let me read our objectives today. So at the end of the discussion, the students are expected to state and illustrate the basic theorems on solving polynomial congruences of higher degree and solve polynomial congruences of higher degree. So what is polynomial congruences of higher degree? So when we say polynomial congruences, it is written in the form f of x congruent to 0 mod m, where f of x is a polynomial, has terms like x raised to 2, x raised to 3, or higher na degree, with integer coefficients, and m is the modulus, yung m na yung mod m. Yan yung modulus or divisor natin. So, to solve this, we need two very important theorems: the Lagrange's theorem and Hensel's lemma. So, let's start with the first one. So, ito yung theorem 1 natin, the Lagrange theorem. If P is a prime number and f of x is a polynomial of degree n with integer coefficients, where not all coefficients are divisible by P, then the congruent of f of x congruent to 0 mod P has at most n distinct solutions modulo f. So to furtherly understand it, I have here an example. So example number 1, we have here the degree 2 polynomials. Yung degree natin is 2. So ito yung problem na f of x is equal to x raised to 2 minus 3x plus 2 congruent to 0 mod 7. So we have here 3 steps. So sa first step, we should identify key details. So yung mga key details ilalagay muna natin, like ano yung ilan or ano yung degree of polynomials natin, modulus or coefficients. So sa degree of polynomials, yung n na tinatawag is, yung n natin is 2. As you can see, f of x is equal to x raised to 2. Yung x raised to 2, yun na yun yung degree of polynomials natin na tinatawag na n. So, sa modulus naman, yung modulus natin is P is equal to 7. Ayun na, yung mod 7 na nakalagay dyan. So, nilagyan ko ng prime kasi 7 is a prime number. And we have the coefficients. Yung coefficients natin is yung 1, negative 3, and yung positive 2. So, once we identify the key details, we move on to the next step. Yung step 2 is find all solutions. So, dito is itetest natin yung all values from 0 to 6 modulo 7. Since mod 7 tayo, yung hahanapin natin, yung itetest natin is from 0 to 6. For example, yung mod natin is 5. So, yung itetest values natin is 0 to 4 lang. Since ito ay mod 7, yung itetest value natin is from 0 to 6. So, unahin natin yung x is equal to 0. Umpisa tayo sa 0. So, 0 raised to 2, kasi magbe-base tayo dun sa problem na f of x is equal to x raised to 2 minus 3x plus 2 congruent to 0. So, here pala is dapat mag-equal siya sa 0. So, yung x is equal to 0. 0, umpisa tayo sa 0. So, 0, yung x doon na x raised to 2, gagawin na natin siyang 0. Kasi dito, yung x is 0, is equal to 0. So, 0 raised to 2 minus 3. Then, papalitan natin yung x ng 0 plus 2. So ano lang natin yan? Compute lang natin siya. So, 0 raised to 2 is 0. Minus 3. So, 3 na siya. 3. Then, the times natin or multiply natin sa 0 and plus 2. So, equal siya sa 2. Therefore, hindi siya congruent or congruent to 0. Ang hinahanap natin is dapat mag-congruent or mag-equal siya sa 0 since yung congruent natin is 0. So, hindi siya pwede. Next is, gagawin natin papalit na natin, gagawin na natin ang x is equal to 1. So, 1, yung sa x raised to 2, magiging na siyang, yung x doon is magiging ng 1 raised to 2. Ito, this one. So, 1 raised to 2 minus 3 multiplied by 1 plus 2 is equal to 0. Since, I'm sorry. Okay. Saan na ba tayo? So, plus 2 is equal to 0. Since nag-total siya na 0 and same siya sa congruent natin na 0, therefore, na-test natin na pwede itong solution na to. So, tatry pa natin sa iba. Hindi lang itong 1. So, tatry natin hanggang 6. So, next one is x. Yung x natin is equal naman na sa 2. So, 2 raised to 2 minus 3 multiplied by 2 plus 2 is equal to, pag kinompute natin yan is matototal siya into 0. Therefore, pasok ito sa test value na pwede natin kunin. Next one is x naman. Ang x naman is equal to 3. So, sunod-sunod lang yan guys hanggang 6. As you can see. So, hanggang hindi siya nag-total into 0, gaya ng congruent to 0, hindi natin siya pwedeng kunin. Next step is, step 3 is list the solutions. Ito na yung nakuha natin doon sa pag-test natin ng values from 0 to 6. So, dito ilalagay na natin, i-list na natin yung mga solutions. Since nung nakuha natin is x is equal to 1, saka x is equal to 2. Therefore, x congruent to 1 mod 7 and x congruent to 2 mod 7 is our solution. So, we have two distinct solutions. So, yun lang po sa f of x equal to x raised to 2 minus 3x plus 2 congruent to 0 mod 7. So, ganun lang yung pag-ano natin sa Lagrange theorem. So, next example, para maintindihan natin ng maayos ang Lagrange. Next example, I have here the f of x is equal to x raised to 3. So, raised to 3. Yung degree natin dito is 3 naman, class. Okay? Minus x congruent to 0 mod 5. So, mod 5 na siya. So, first step, kagaya nung kanina, identify key details. So, yung degree of polynomials natin is 3 na siya. Yung degree, raised to 3 na siya. So, modulus natin is p is equal to 5 and prime number rin na siya. Sa coefficient naman, you only have 1 and negative 1. So, step 2, find all solutions. So, ito na yung iti-test natin yung values from 0 to 4. Since mod 5 lang ito, so 0 to 4 lang tayo mag-test ng value. So, unahin natin yung x is equal to 0. So, 0 raised to 3 minus 0 is equal to 0. So, same siya or equal siya sa congruent to 0. Therefore, tama yung pag-test value natin sa x is equal to 0. Next naman is x equal to 1. So, 1 raised to 3 minus 1 is equal to 0. So, equal siya sa congruent natin na 0. Therefore, check or pwede ito maging final or distinct solution natin. So, next naman is x is equal to 2. Try natin ito. So, 2 raised to 3 minus 2 is equal to 6. So, hindi naman natin siya pwedeng divide sa 5 kasi magkakaroon siya ng remainder. So, not equal siya sa congruent natin na 0. So, hindi ito kasali. Next one is x equal to 3. So, 3 raised to 3 minus 3 is equal to 24. Hindi naman natin siya ma-divide into 5 Since yung mod natin is 5, hindi natin siya pwede ma-divide sa 5, magkakaroon siya ng remainder, so hindi ito pwede. Hindi siya magiging distinct solution natin. So next is x equal to 4. So 4 raised to 3 minus 4 is equal to 60. Since yung 6 is pwede natin siya ma-multiply, ay ma-divide sa 5 na walang remainder, therefore, pwede siya maging solution natin and mag-equal siya sa 0. So, pwede ito, since step 3 is list the solution, so meron tayong 3 distinct solution. Yung x na equal to 0, x equal to 1, and x equal to 4. So, mangyayari, x congruent to 0 mod 5, x congruent to 1 mod 5, and x congruent to 4 mod 5. So, I hope na naintindihan nyo ng Lagrange. Madali lang naman yung Lagrange theorem, di ba? So, next theorem is the theorem 2, the Hensel's lemma. So, Hensel's lemma is let P be a prime number, K is greater than or equal to 1, B an integer, and f of x be a polynomial with integer coefficients. Suppose R is a solution to the congruence. So, example number 1, f of x is equal to x raised to 2 plus x plus 1 congruent to 0 mod 3. So, first step natin, meron din tayo ditong 3 step. So, step 1, find solutions modulo. So, dito, ililift natin muna yung solution to modulo na. Yung mod natin is 3, diba? So, 3 raised to 2, kasi yung degree natin is 2. So, 3 raised to 2 is equal to 9. Next is, i-apply natin dito yung Lagrange theorem, kung saan iti-test natin yung value. So, since mod 3 tayo, so ang hahanapin natin is, yung iti-test value natin is from 0 to 2 lang, okay? So, x is equal to 0, so 0 raised to 2 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So, hindi siya nag-equal sa congruent to 0. Yun yung hinahanap natin. Therefore, hindi siya pwede. Next is x equal to 1. So, yung 1 raised to 2 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to 3. So, nag-equal siya sa mod na 3. Therefore, ito yung kukunin natin. So, yung solutions ng modulo 3, so r is equal to 1. Since yung nakuha natin is 1 kanina. Next step is check the derivative condition. We already know what is derivative. So, derivative is f prime of x. Ito. Oh, ano ba yan? Ayan. F prime of x is equal to 2x plus 1. So, next is evaluate natin yung r is equal to 1. So, f f prime of x is equal to 2, and yung x natin na 1, so 2 multiplied by 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. So, and ito na natin i-check, check na natin yung modulo na 3. So, 3 congruent to 0 mod 3. So, same siya. Next is step 3. Check f of r modulo 9. So, f multiplied by 1 is equal to 1 raised to 2. Dito natin yung kukunin. Dito. So, 1 raised to 2 plus 1. Yung x natin is magiging 1 na. Plus 1 is equal to 3. So, 3 not congruent to 0 mod 9. So, ganun lang guys sa Hensel's lemma. So, ngayon, now, it's your turn. Try solving this in your notebook. I will give you I guess 10 minutes to finish this. Ten minutes is enough to finish this. So try this on your notebooks and we're gonna check it for our next meeting. So for generalization, let's summarize everything we discussed today. So when we say polynomial congruences of higher degree, follow the form f of x congruent to 0 mod m, where f of x is a polynomial with integer coefficients degree 2 and m is a positive integer modulus. So when we say Lagrange theorem states, if p is prime, f of x has degree n and not all coefficients are divisible by p. Like kagaya ng ginawa natin sa pag-solve natin. Then f of x is congruent to 0 mod p has at most n distinct solutions, meaning the number of solutions never exceeds the polynomial's degree. So sa Hensel's lemma naman, it explains how to lift or extend solutions from a prime modulus p to higher powers p raised to k. So, to check if you understood our lesson, answer this quiz in 10 minutes. So, please get one whole sheet of paper. If you are done, so for your answered quiz, take a picture of it and maybe upload it on our G class including these assignments. So may assignments tayo. So yung assignment isalin nyo doon sa pag-upload sa G class natin kasama yung quizzes and yung mga trinay natin na isolve. So that ends our lesson for today. Thank you for listening, participating, and doing your best. I hope you learn a lot about polynomial congruences, Lagrange theorem, and Hensel's lemma. Thank you, class.